What's good, y'all boys, man? I'm back with another reaction. This time I got how good was Kobe Bean Bryant actually? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of y'all out there that don't know how good he was for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna learn something new today. Like and subscribe, man. Let's get this video to 200 likes, you know what I'm saying? On the way to 2K subs. You know what I'm saying? I need to get a new camera, bro, for real. So turn me up, man, so I can, you know what I'm saying? Let's get straight to it.
For winning over everything. He was an asshole, a hopeless romantic, and an obsessive maniac. But how good was he actually? Life and road to the NBA. Kobe's dad may have been a millionaire, but this didn't make Kobe's life easy. Like Will Smith, Kobe was born in Philadelphia. And his father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played for the 76ers.
Okay, his dad, Joe Jellybean Bryant, played for the Sixers. I knew his dad was in the league, but I didn't know who he played for. I ain't gonna lie. That's something new. You know what I'm saying? We learn something new every day.
In the NBA, Jellybean moved his family to Italy to play basketball abroad. Kobe was just 6 years old, and he didn't speak a lick of Italian. Switching schools every time his father changed teams didn't help. And the cherry on top, he was the only black kid at all of them. This shaped Kobe as a
Kobe had the flat top ski? Did I see a flat top?
Struggling to fit in. He always gravitated towards basketball. He learned to play in isolation for hours. Basketball became his safe space, and where he could prove himself against the kids who didn't accept him. When he wasn't playing, he watched
They just showed bro missing his shot, bro.
Against the kids who didn't accept him.
Come on, bro. Why you put a missed clip in, bro?
He wasn't playing. He watched NBA games on VHS and dreamt of becoming an NBA player. When Kobe was 13, Bryant's family returned to Philadelphia. Once again, he was alienated because he didn't know American slang. He would silence those who teased him on the basketball court. Bryant was obsessive about the game from a very early age and worked on his basketball skills tirelessly.
Bro, I couldn't imagine, bro, moving to Italy, not knowing how to speak a little bit of they, you know what I'm saying, they language. Then having to learn their language, you know what I'm saying? And then 7 years later, move back to the United States, Philly, you know what I'm saying? And then like basically have to relearn English, you know what I'm saying? You adapted. Nah, that's crazy. He's a real one for that.
Classman, he played all 5 positions for Lower Merion High School and averaged 31 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 blocks. Senior year, he led Lower Merion to their first state championship in 53 years and was named Naismith High School Player of the Year and a McDonald's All-American. There was a huge hype about where he'd go to.
That boy Kobe Bean had that low cut since he was a jit. Oh my goodness.
Then Kobe surprised everybody. Bryant organized a press conference and announced that he would skip college and take his talents to the NBA. Kobe was just the 6th player in history to go to the NBA directly from high school. So naturally, NBA executives were reluctant to draft him. But after he destroyed Michael Cooper in practice, Lakers GM Jerry West knew that he was watching the best pre-draft workout he'd ever seen, and that Kobe was the best player in the 1996 draft.
Hey, that's tough. Coming straight out of high school and being the best player in the draft, that is top tier. You know how nice you gotta be, bro? See, that move to Italy, it hurt him, you know what I'm saying? But it put him in like that grind mode. You know, he was isolated. You know, he had to really get deep in his bag. All he had was the court, you know what I'm saying? When you get on that court, you won't be thinking about nothing. That's all I know. When I be on the court, I won't be thinking about nothing but getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? So when he came back, he already had that dog mentality. He was finna get it done. Got the high school, got him a little chip, you know what I'm saying? It took him 53 years. You know how sorry your school gotta be if you ain't won a state championship in 53 years? Boy, what? Y'all done probably fire every coach, because every year, if I was the principal, bro, and every year my team lost, I'm firing the coach. I don't care. If you don't win, you're fired. The coaches should already know that. But anyways.
West was so determined to draft Kobe that he finessed the Charlotte Hornets into drafting Bryant and trading him to LA for Diva, brash youngster.
What?
I'm Kobe Bryant, and I'm not going to get punked by anybody. That was the first thing Kobe said at his first training camp practice. He let the other Lakers know he's no ordinary rookie. Even as a skinny young kid, Kobe was fearless from the get-go.
He not going.
In every practice and every game. Kobe entered the 1997 Slam Dunk.
What y'all didn't? They literally was just about to say what I was about to say. What y'all didn't know about Bean for real, y'all really don't know, because y'all probably seen the later Kobe, you know what I'm saying, where he was more like in his bag, dribble, mini pull up. You know what I'm saying? Quick threes. Bro, he had a bounce. I'm talking about bounce. Like, dunk on your ass. Like, get down through the lane, windmill, 360 windmill. Like, bro, he got like that, bro. He got like that.
Relentless in every practice and every game. Kobe entered the 1997 Slam Dunk Contest.
I told you.
His teammates lovingly called him Showboat, but it wasn't all good. In his first playoff series, Bryant famously shot 4 air balls in overtime against Utah. By his second season, he was already averaging 15 points per game. He even became the youngest All-Star starter in NBA history, but didn't start on his own team.
His
most memorable moment.
Kobe was different. Bro, y'all gotta do y'all homework, man. Y'all gotta do y'all homework.
Black Jesus. MJ was impressed by Kobe on how he would unapologetically ask for advice.
This picture right here is so, you know what I'm saying, like so exclusive, so important. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of them ideal, iconic photos. We got Michael Jordan times the Kobe Jelly Bean.
And wasn't starstruck by Jordan. Kobe went on to finish second in the 6th Man of the Year voting. But come playoffs, the Lakers would repeat history and lose to Utah. In 1999, Kobe finally became a permanent starter and averaged 20 points per game. Though this wouldn't stop the Lakers from getting swept in the playoffs. The Lake Show knew something had to change, so they appointed Phil Jackson as the new head coach.
That boy's
Lakers
Phil.
Dynasty. In 1998, Shaq and Kobe had their first fight, and O'Neal nearly
Okay, I didn't know this.
In 1990,
Shaq put stitches on Kobe's face?
Shaq and Kobe had their first fight, and O'Neal nearly decapitated Bryant. However, Phil Jackson was called the Zen Master for a reason. He challenged O'Neal to get into the best shape of his life. Shaq dominated like never before. Kobe was an all-star, averaging 22, 6, and 5.
No,
and the Lakers were firing on all cylinders. They went on to win 67 games in the row.
Shaq is big as shit. Bro, he's the type, like, you sitting on one side of the seesaw and he's sitting on the other and your ass fly across the park. Like, he big, bro.
Season, which was the 5th best result in NBA history.
67
Shaq won the
wins?
MVP trophy. Kobe was named to the All-NBA second team and was the youngest player ever to be selected in the All-Defense first team. But once again, playoffs were no cakewalk for the Lakers. It was the 4th quarter of Game 7 in the Western Finals, and the Lakers were losing by 15 against Portland.
Oh, I remember this.
Everyone thought it was
the Iverson cross.
Until Kobe and Shaq powered one of the best comebacks in NBA history. Bryant was phenomenal in the clutch. His crossover of Scottie Pippen and the alley-oop to Shaq clinched the game and the series. But their work wasn't finished. They still had the finals against the
I remember
Pacers.
that. I remember that lob like the back of my hand, bro. I remember that lob so well. I downloaded it to my Galaxy Tab 2.0.
Game 2, it happened. Jalen Rose had deliberately put his feet under Kobe in Game 2 and twisted his ankle. Bryant was forced to miss Game 3, and Indiana comfortably won that game. What the Pacers didn't realize is Kobe is one resilient SOB. He returned in Game 4 with a vengeance. When Shaq got ejected, Kobe put the team on his shoulders and carried them to a win.
You know how cold get when it's that time,
6
boy.
games, and Kobe jumped in Shaq's arms to celebrate their first ever title together. However, things never stayed good for long between Shaq and Kobe. After the first title, Shaq was content. So content. He spent his summer eating burgers and drinking pina coladas. Kobe, on the other hand...
Bro, Shaq, bro. Eating burgers and drinking pina coladas.
So when he had seen Shaq in the preseason out of shape, Kobe lost his mind, and their feud started again. But Shaq's laziness gave Kobe more opportunities to dominate. Bryant averaged a career-high 28.5 points per game. And thankfully, once the playoffs came, Shaq was the athletic.
The thing is, like, 28.5, like, back then, you know what I'm saying? That was nuts. Like, not back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, 10 years ago? 10, 15 years ago? That's a valid amount, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody just average that. But you know what I'm saying? That was different.
Beast he was the year before, and the Lakers were unstoppable. They swept all 3 series in the Western Conference.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Doing the same in the finals. Well, he was small, but he was a problem. His name was Allen Iverson. AI mercilessly dropped 48 in the Staples Center, stepped over Tyronn Lue, and won Game 1 for the Sixers. But Shaq,
me personally, I'm never letting a grown man step over me. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going for that. You got to be a down bad mother Cause you know what I'm saying, to let somebody step over you, you just gonna be cool with it.
And they couldn't let that slide. The Lakers came back and won the next 4 games to clinch their 2nd consecutive title. Their 15-1 playoff run was the best in history until 2017, when the Warriors went 16-1. In 2002, Kobe led the Lakers in assists, and he averaged 25 per game. Mamba made the first All-NBA team for the first time in his career, plus the first team All-Defense. He also won the All-Star Game MVP.
Y'all ain't know Kobe used to sit too. He was a dog on defense.
And the Lakers continued to dominate the opposition.
Hey!
They reached the conference finals in the Sacramento Kings. The Kings were the best team throughout the season, and Chris Webber was playing at the MVP level. The Kings took a 3-2 lead in the series. To be honest, they would have probably won Game 6 too, had it not been for one of the worst refereeing jobs in NBA history. The refs stole that win for the Lakers, but LA won Game 7 fair and square.
Boom!
In the finals, they quickly dismantled the Nets in 4 games. Shaq was the finals MVP for the 3rd time in a row. Kobe became the youngest player ever with 3 championships. Fallout with Shaq. After 2002, Kobe was one of the best offensive players in the game. He knew when to shoot.
Bro, like, how do you fall out with your man's like in the NBA? Like, what are y'all doing, bro? Y'all got beef like that, bro? All y'all gotta do is go to practice and hoop, and y'all getting paid millions, and y'all got beef. Like, how does that not work? Like, I'm confused.
When to
like,
pass. The problem was, sometimes he didn't want to pass.
At all.
Kobe being one of the best perimeter defenders
he never
in the
wanted
NBA,
to pass.
Always guarded the best opposing guard in the clutch. He understood the game tactically. He had all the moves and counter moves.
I remember
in 2003, he dropped 55 on Jordan. He averaged over 32 points in the playoffs, but the Spurs were too strong that year. The only thing that Kobe had not fully mastered was
See, I didn't know these stat lines. Like, I watched. Kobe was my favorite player growing up, you know what I'm saying? He still is my favorite player. But, like, I didn't know these stat lines, like 32 in the playoffs.
Emotional intelligence
Nuts.
And being a leader. In 2004, his beef with Shaq became unbearable. Both Shaq and Kobe acted childishly, but Kobe did Shaq dirty after discussing Shaq's marriage with the media. Ironic,
like, why?
Because he was also going through a court case in Colorado, which proved his own infidelity. Craziest part is at the same time as his trial, Kobe was playing in the playoffs. It takes a cold-blooded individual to be facing a lengthy jail sentence and still go out to perform as well as he did. The Lakers added Karl Malone and Gary Payton. Everybody thought they would.
Bro, I didn't even know Karl Malone was in the league that long, bro. I thought Karl Malone was from like 1972, bro. They called him like the mailman or something.
Kobe beefed with both Shaq and Malone. The lack of chemistry showed its ugly head, but it was most important. Kobe was forcing things in the finals against the Pistons. He took by far the most shots on the team, despite hitting only 38% from the field and 17% for 3.
Ooh,
the Lakers lost in 5 games. Something had to change, so Shaq was traded to Miami, and Kobe had the chance to prove that he could win without it. Individual greatness. Kobe was a maniac.
So who'd they get for Shaq, bro? They traded Shaq to Miami for who? I don't see this. Some stuff I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no NBA basketball guru. You know what I'm saying? That's why we watching this. But
for all the kids out there,
y'all can let me know in the comments.
Kobe, here's some advice. Don't do it. Because Kobe was 1 in a billion, he ran himself into the ground to become a perfect basketball player. He was in the gym up to 3 times a day, and he wouldn't leave practice without making 400 shots. But it was because Kobe was such a maniac that he produced some of the greatest memories for basketball fans around the world. In 2005,
that boy used to be up, crack a dawn in that gym. First one to the gym, last one to leave. But you gotta be a different breed, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really want it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta want it. You know, I want it. Do y'all want it? Cause I want it. Like, comment, and subscribe.
62 points against the Mavs in just 3 quarters. And 3 weeks later, he net
62 in 3 quarters? No.
Scored 81 against the Raptors, the second highest scoring game in NBA history. Bryant averaged 35 points per game in 05 and 31 in 06.
35 points per game in 05 and 31 the next year?
He was in his athletic prime. Kobe led the league in scoring, and his highlights of that era were a thing of beauty. But that same year, the Lakers somehow missed the playoffs, and in 06 and 07, they lost to the Suns in the first round. Despite Mamba's heroics, game winners in the clutch, he still wasn't proven as a true team player or leader. Buenos dias, pal. Kobe's selfishness almost got him traded to Detroit during the 2007-2008 season, but that fell through, and instead, the Lakers traded for Pau Gasol, one of the best European players ever. With the additions of Gasol, Trevor Ariza, and the emergence of Andrew Bynum, the Lakers finally became...
I remember him. No cap. I think he was like always getting injured though. I don't remember
championship contenders again. LA clinched the #1 seed, and Mamba was named the regular season MVP.
What?
They dominated the West and made it
he
to
had
the finals
3
against
MVPs
the
or
Boston
just
Celtics. With Tom Thibodeau, a defensive mastermind, and his revolutionary ice defense, the Celtics would load up defenders on Kobe in the finals, forcing Bryant to get rid of the ball or take tough shots against multiple defenders. Kobe was the best player in the world at the time, but Boston had a better team that season.
I ain't gonna lie, that celebration is iconic.
The Celtics won in 6 games.
Sheesh.
After winning the 2008 Olympics with Team USA against Spain, Kobe left the gold medal in front of Pau Gasol's locker to rile him up for the season. He needed Pau to be aggressive.
Hey!
He played similar tricks on other teammates. And his final...
He just elbowed Buddy in the chest.
Learning to be... He needed Pau to be aggressive. He played similar tricks on other teammates and was finally learning to be a leader. Kobe took it upon himself to hang out socially and bond with his teammates to learn what made them tick. He now knew he couldn't win the title by himself. In 2009, Bryant was playing the best and most mature basketball of his life. He led the Lakers to win the championship and earned the Finals MVP award. In 2010, the Lakers made the finals once more and had a chance at revenge against the Celtics. But as usual, there was a problem. Kobe was playing with a bone spur in his ankle and a broken finger on his shooting game. As you would imagine, he couldn't
This is what I'm talking about, bro. He's playing with a bone splint, I think he said in his ankle, and a finger. Two of the most important parts of your body, your fingers and your hands and your ankles, because that's how you run and jump, bro. This dude was a beast.
Well, this series, in particular, was pretty ugly, but things were different than they were years ago. Kobe and the Lakers learned to play like a team and took the series to Game 7. Kobe shot 6 from 24, incapable of putting the game away by himself. But with his Mamba mentality, he'd rather die than lose to the Celtics twice. Bryant had 15 rebounds that game. He was doing everything possible to win. Then in the last minute, Ron Artest would hit a 3. The Lakers prevailed. Kobe got his 5th title that night. And when a reporter asked what the title means for him, Kobe truthfully and sarcastically answered, "Just got one more than Shaq." Lakers downfall. And Kobe...
That boy is a menace, bro.
Legacy. In 2011 and 2012, Kobe was still his usual self.
Hey, man, Rip Bean and Gigi, man, for real.
Scoring and trying to win the title at any cost. But the Lakers were once again struggling. So in 2013, they traded for Dwight Howard, and Howard was a terrible fit. It was obvious that Kobe's athleticism was slowly fading. Then, as if things weren't already bad enough, it happened. Kobe snapped his Achilles, the most devastating injury in basketball. Kobe made his 2 free throws and walked himself off the court like a boss. Frustrated, he cried in the locker room, but he was still determined to come back stronger. Thing is, even with the Mamba mentality, after the Achilles came the knee injury. After the knee, it was the shoulder. Kobe was getting older, and in 2016, it was obvious that he couldn't do it anymore. Everything was hurting. That's when Kobe wrote Dear Basketball, his love letter to the sport. It was the best retirement announcement in the history of sports.
Dang, bro, we getting old, bro. I'm getting old, bro. I literally remember sitting on my couch, my grandpa's couch, watching Kobe's last game, bro. When was that?
A door into his beautiful and deep personality, which only a few people knew existed. Kobe had finally let his guard down for the first time in his life. He was no longer an asshole. He was kind. He was jovial. He was giving. The whole NBA gave him a retirement tour and honored his legacy to the game of basketball. Bryant sucked for the majority of that season. I think he dunked the ball maybe once that game. But in the final game of his career, against an opponent who was fighting for a playoff spot, Kobe played one of the best games of his career. This mother effer dropped 60. He literally made
this is the game I was watching, bro.
With almost no lift in his legs. And just like Jordan inspired him, he became an inspiration to millions of kids around the world who would all yell Kobe while throwing their homework in the...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I used to, boom, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Throw that trash in the can, but...
Trash.
Hey, man, that's gonna do it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Condolences to the Bryant family. That's still crazy to this day, man. But nah, man. Kobe was one of the GOATs, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna do it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other people I should react to. Should I react to the Magic Johnson? Or should I react to the Treasure Story of Isaiah Thomas? Or should I react to the You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's gonna do it, man. Like, comment, subscribe. 2K subs, man. Let's get this video to 200 likes.